Hello friends, welcome to my channel Lose Yourself Vlog. In this video, I am going to show you international destination which you can cover from India under 50,000 rupees per person. And the country in my list today is Malaysia. And in this video, I am going to show you how you can cover Kuala Lumpur and Langkawi for 6 days from India. Malaysia is located in Southeast Asia and is an incredible mixing pot of culture. Kuala Lumpur is capital of Malaysia, having the iconic Petronas Tower, and Langkawi is a beautiful island in the Andaman Sea. So let me give you my 6 days itinerary to cover Kuala Lumpur and Langkawi. So don't forget to watch this video till end, and also don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel Lose Yourself Vlog. There is a special segment of bonus travel tips in the end of this video which I have specially made it for you guys. Kuala Lumpur and Langkawi is a year-round destination, but the best time to travel is when the season is dry, that is from December to March. You can book a direct flight to Kuala Lumpur from most of the major Indian cities. The flights are generally inexpensive, but the cheapest flight you will get is from Cochin International Airport. And after reaching Kuala Lumpur, you can get a short flight to Langkawi which will cost somewhere around 3,000 to 5,000 rupees per person. After reaching Langkawi, you can easily spend 3 to 4 days and cover all the major tourist attractions. The best way to travel anywhere in Langkawi is by renting a bike or a car, which is generally inexpensive. I have made a separate video on Langkawi travel guide. I'll keep the link in the description section. You can watch it later. So here is my step-by-step itinerary for your Langkawi and Kuala Lumpur trip. On day of arrival, that is day 1 of your trip, I would recommend you to just relax in your hotel, as you will be traveling from India, so you can prep yourself for the upcoming tours and spend the evening in the beautiful Pantai Chenang beach. On day 2, you can start your trip from Cable Car and Skywalk. I would recommend you to go there as first, as it gets crowded as the days passes by. So day 2 will be Oriental Village, 3D Art Museum, Underwater World, Eagle Square in Goa. So Langkawi is famous for duty-free shopping, and there are a lot of duty-free shops in Goa area, and things are generally cheap there compared to other parts of Malaysia. So if you are looking for shopping, you can do it in Goa area, which I have kept in the end of the day 2 tour. On day 3, you can do half-day mangrove tour. The tour will cost somewhere around 2,000 to 3,000 rupees per person. Also includes lunch, and they also accommodates vegetarian if you want vegetarian option. In evening, you can come back and enjoy some time in your hotel, or you can just go out for duty-free shopping or adventure activities like bungee jumping, quad biking, parasailing, etc. based on your budget or interest. Or you can just stroll around in the beautiful streets of Langkawi and enjoy the local delicacies over there. On day 4, you can leave for Kuala Lumpur after having your breakfast. After reaching Kuala Lumpur, you can visit the iconic Petronas Tower and enjoy the sunset from there. And after that, you can just spend your evening strolling around the downtown area. On day 5, you can visit Batu Cave or Murugan statue, and in the evening, you can either go to KLCC Aquarium or KL Bird Park. On day 6, you can do half-day city tour and then depart for India. Now coming to hotels. Hotels in Langkawi is generally cheap and it will cost you around 1500 to 3000 rupees for double sharing accommodation at 3 to 4-star hotels. If you are looking for cheaper option and if you're traveling alone, then you can also offer hostels. And if you're traveling in a big group, then Airbnb is better options. Kuala Lumpur offer a wide range of accommodation ranging from luxurious 5-star hotels to affordable hostels and comfortable Airbnbs. Eating out in Malaysia is generally inexpensive. You can enjoy local delicacies like roti canai, rojak, chicken satay, etc. at hawker's stall. Keeping a budget of 1 to 2000 rupees is quite sufficient. In this budget, you can also enjoy Indian food both in Kuala Lumpur and Langkawi. Now coming to visa section, Malaysia has recently announced visa-free entry for Indian citizens for 15 days under ENTRI program. Now this ENTRI is an online registration facility where a note will be issued as a proof of registration and it is required to be presented upon arrival in Malaysia. Once you get the note, you need to travel within 3 months. This facility is available until December 31st, 2020. I'll provide a link in the description box. You can use it for applying your visa. Now here is my bonus travel tip. If you have watched my video till here, this segment is especially for you. So number 1 is electric socket. So the electric plug and the socket is of type G in Malaysia. So don't forget to bring your travel adapter. Don't forget to install Grab app as the Grab taxis are quite cheaper over there compared to the local taxis and tuk-tuk. Pack very light when you are traveling in Malaysia as Malaysia is a tropical country and most of the time it has humid climate. Be flexible with your travel dates and check at least 3 different websites in incognito mode before you book your travel tickets. The airline websites are very smart. They track their move using the cookies. The more you search, the price will go higher. I personally use Google Flights, Kayak, Skyscanner and Make My Trip. I sometimes use VPN also. Sometimes just by changing the location, the price differences are a lot. Download the navigation map before you travel. I personally use Google Map and download the offline map of the destination. As in Langkawi, there is an option of self-renting a self-drive car or bike, so downloading the offline map will be very useful. Get a SIM card as you get into a new country. I know this is a very underrated tip, but I know there are many people who don't get a SIM card and just wait for the free Wi-Fi access. Trust me, getting a SIM card with the internet, your life becomes very easy. You can easily browse for food options, local tours, contact to your friends and family through WhatsApp messages or messengers. Pack your medical kit while traveling. I personally keep medicines for fever, vomiting, stomach ache, some bandages, gauze, etc. As I travel with my daughter, I also keep some baby medicines. It's always good that you won't use it in your entire trip, but it's a good idea to have it with you. Due to taxation of alcohol, partying in Kuala Lumpur is quite expensive. But Langkawi is a duty-free island where having a sunset beer is cheaper than everywhere. So if you're looking for partying option, then Langkawi is a better place. Now coming to safety point. I have been to different cities in Malaysia many times and I find it safe for female traveler and solo traveler. Personally, I haven't faced any issue. So safety-wise, there should not be any concern. I hope this video will help you in planning your trip to Malaysia. If I have missed any point, please feel free to write in the comment section to help the fellow travelers. This was the first video in my travel series and many more such videos are lined up. Please feel free to like this video and share with your friends and family. And also don't forget to subscribe to our channel Lose Yourself Vlog. Thank you for watching this video and I'll see you in my next video. Until then, stay happy, keep traveling.